Hi, I'm Shaun Tomson, and now we're going to talk about the cutback. So the cutback, like the name describes, you are cutting back to the energy zone of the surf. You're cutting back to the energy zone of the wave. So you can imagine you've done your bottom turn, now you're racing down the line, and you've actually outrun the wave, and now you want to get back to where you've come from. So you cut back. So in essence, you're doing another bottom turn, you're doing a backside bottom turn, and you're actually cutting back towards the energy zone where all the power in the wave is. So you're going down the line, you've got some speed up. Really important to cut back with speed. Very difficult to cut back at a low speed, so the faster you go, the better it is to come around that corner and do that cutback. So it's almost like coming around a fast corner and you're cutting back, so you're rotating your weight all the way over onto your heels. This is called a forehand cutback. You're rotating your weight onto the heels, and you really jamming hard to get back to that energy source. And what often happens with a cutback is as you're coming around the corner, you actually have to come off and bank off the white water. So that's called, when you come all the way around, it's called a roundhouse cutback. That was invented in 1970 by a California guy called Mike Purpose. He had this great style. He'd run out on the shoulder of the wave. Surfers call it the shoulder, which is the area of the wave that hasn't broken. It's away from the impact zone, away from the real power core of the wave. And then he would just drive with that speed that he's gotten from the bottom turn. You would drive back to the energy source in a roundhouse cutback. And they call it a roundhouse because you're coming like right around the corner. So conceptually very similar to the backhand or backside bottom turn. You're rotating your weight onto the inside rail of the surfboard, and you kind of throwing your body in the direction you want to go. So it's both weight distribution and body rotation. The two keys to surfing: weight distribution and body rotation. And when you're coming around that corner in the cutback, make sure that your head is going in that direction as well. So that's the first thing that's moving, is your head, because ultimately you want your body to follow where your head's going. Bang! In a very fluid motion. Similar concept: fast, fluid, body rotation, weight distribution. And that's how to do a forehand cutback. Then you have the backhand cutback. So now you're going down the wave and you're riding with your back to the wave, and you want to get back to where the energy source is. It's almost like you're doing another bottom turn now, and now you're coming around into a backhand cutback, and you're coming around back towards that energy source. So the basic maneuvers and concepts of the cutback are very similar to the building block of surfing, the bottom turn. So that is how to do a cutback. And now we're going to see it in action in the surf. I'm Shaun Tomson, and that is how to do a cutback.